Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your very own Faith Limter. Those who are new to my channel, thank you for passing by. Please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it yet, and hit the bell notification icon to stay updated whenever I upload a new video. And those who are old to my channel and those who keep on viewing my videos, thank you so much for your time. It really means a lot to me. I am truly super thankful to all the 594 subscribers that I have right now, and I believe that it'll increase. So please show some love, show some support, hit the like, tap on the like icon, and hit on the subscribe button and hit the bell notification icon as well. So without further ado, let's start with the video. Well, as you can see from the title itself, I'm just going to give a few life update about myself and also about Skinkraft.
2 hours later.
So people, I'm gonna share my third month experience with Skinkraft, and I mean my Skinkraft skin regimen. So I did not complete my third month fully. I just did half of it, and sadly you can see from my face itself that Skinkraft wasn't my holy grail. So whenever I break out, I usually break out on my cheek part, but I never break out on my chin part and then my forehead. Like, that rarely happens. And on my nose as well, I break out sometimes. But so this time I had breakouts on my chin as well, which made me so sad. And you can already see that I have lots of scars again. It multiplied actually from the previous time when I wasn't using Skinkraft. And at the first month and the second month, I was breaking out, so I thought like it'll be okay because I am using a new skincare regimen. So I was believing that okay, third month will be my holy grail. I'll have that, blow up skin or whatever. I was dreaming away, but it was just a dream. So currently I just switched to my normal thing. This is the Clean and Clear foaming face wash. I'm very pretty much sure that many of you are aware of this face wash. This is just for 130 rupees. It's very cheap, and then it's very good for your skin. If you have oily skin, then it actually removes excess oil from your skin. I don't know about whether it actually removes your acne and stuff like that. I cannot assure you that. But one thing I am for sure is that this Clean and Clear face wash wouldn't do you any harm. So I wouldn't say try using it, but I'm just telling you that I have switched to this. So I'm no longer using this Skinkraft product. So I have lots of products that's here, and I know it's such a waste of money, but what can I even do? Because I tried with I tried to have lots and lots of patience with this product, but I thought like it is high time that I should change it. I should stop using it. So I canceled my subscriptions as well, and I even told them that we have to, like, they asked us the reason as why we're canceling it. So but guys, I am not discouraging anyone who has started using this product, and if it's doing you good, then please continue to use it. Please continue to use it, because if it did not do me good, or if it did not do good to some of you, it doesn't mean that it will not be good for others as well. Because like according to the testimonials that people have posted over social medias, it's very much certain that Skinkraft will actually work. Like, even if it did not work for me, your experience might be different because every skin type is different. So you should probably just try it out and check out which one works best for you. But like, just because I had too much scarrings and breakouts already, I did not want to continue using it. You can see how bad my skin has got right now, so it's actually sad. But yes, that's about it. And also I will be soon posting a hair care product, my hair care products, which is actually a requested video. So I would be posting that soon. I was actually planning to combine two videos together, but since I had some discussions, I'll give this Skinkraft review and a little bit update on my personal life. So yes, that's about it for my Skinkraft. So I would not discourage, once again I repeat this, I would not discourage anyone who is using and who is still having the hope and faith, believing that this is gonna work. So just try it out. It did not turn out to be my holy grail. That doesn't mean that it will not be your holy grail, so just go for it. But it did not suit me, that's all I would say, because as I promised, like, I will give my third month review. So I was actually very much concerned about how my skin looked, and I was like, oh my god, I don't even want to do a review video on this because my skin is like too bad now, too bad again. So, but I had to do it for you all because I also wanted, like, people will be thinking like, when is the third month thing coming? And I am still here, on my third month, and I actually used this just for 2 weeks and I did not complete my entire 3 months. So if I completed this entire if I complete using it for entire month for this month, then it would have been like total 3 months kind of thing. But then I thought like, no man, no, I had it more than enough. So that was it about the video. That was it about the review for Skinkraft. It did not work on me. So if it did not work on you as well, then I'm sorry for that. But if it's working on you, then I'm happy for you. So, and if you haven't tried out, then you should probably go and try it out. So just because I had a bad experience with Skinkraft doesn't necessarily mean that your experience will be bad as well. I repeat that again because every skin type is different. So you should probably go and try out new things. People say that when you keep on trying new things, you spoil your skin more. But I don't necessarily agree with that, because if you do not try out new things, if you do not, like, I don't mean like, try a new product every week. I do not necessarily mean that, but at least try to stick for 3 months. And if you think that 3 months is too much for your skin to endure, and if it's spoiling your skin, then at least a month, or like at least 2 to 3 weeks. So just try it, and that's how you will find out like which product is your holy grail. Because if you do not even try to explore, and just your skin is just getting damage, if you don't try to explore and your skin is getting worse every now and then how are you supposed to even know that which product is gonna be your holy grail? So like, come on guys, it's not like I wouldn't say like you should stop exploring things, because I'm still exploring and I'm still wondering which product is gonna be my holy grail, but not Skinkraft, at least for now. Like, and I don't intend to use it ever again in my entire life. So that's about it. So guys, if I find something that works good for my skin and I think that it's working, then I will surely give you the reviews later. But I'm not promising that one because I don't know, I'm still on the lookout. But for the hair care products, I will surely be giving my reviews, and I will also be telling you like which are hair care products I use. So stay tuned for that video. And thank you, that's about it for Skinkraft. So I once again repeat that Skinkraft is not a bad brand, not a bad brand, it's just that it did not work on my skin.
2 hours later.
So guys, I had a very awful week last week, from the starting of the week, like Monday. So last week Monday, it started off pretty bad, and it was a pretty bad week for me. I had like undergone a lot of mental trauma and depression, to be very honest. And like some of my friends and like my family as well, they were aware of it. And like, I would like to sincerely thank you everyone who have been with me throughout that. And like, the whole week was very rough because of some personal shit that I had to cope up with. So like, the week went by, and the entire week I was just finding a hard time to cope up with it and to come out from the personal mental trauma that I was having. So I would like to tell anyone going through some mental stress or mental pressure, or like any kind of mental trauma you're facing, like, please hold on to it. Do not worry, just pray and believe. Have faith that it's gonna be okay. Because I wouldn't say that I have truly come out from whatever happened last week. It might be a small deal for people out there, but for me, it was a really huge issue. And like, yeah, it was something I wasn't used to, and that's maybe the reason why I had undergone mental trauma, and still I'm having a little bit hard time to come out from it totally. But by the grace of God, I am trying my best to live on life, because like shit happens in life, but that doesn't mean that you have to stop living. You have to live every day, and you have to come out of it, like no matter what. Just find a reason to stay positive, because there are so many things that will drag you down, and then that will cause you a lot of mental health issues. And yes, I would never say that mental health is a joke. It truly is an issue. So if you are having some bad time, then please reach out to someone, talk to someone you trust, talk to your talk to someone that's elder to you, or talk to a friend, just talk to anyone, but just don't let it kill you, because it's very hard when there are thoughts coming inside your head. It's just so super hard when you can't sleep at night because of the thoughts that's keeping you awake. And it might seem like a joke, because there are so many people still out there who doesn't take mental health issues seriously, but man, this is not a joke, and mental health seriously is a very big thing. And if someone is not at peace in their head, then it's very hard to live on, to be live to normalize with everything that's happening in your life. And yes, it is also truly hard to stay positive in everything that you do, because it's not easy when you're not doing well and mentally, and when you're trying your best to be okay, but still then there are things that are bothering you. It's not hard when you're doing it on your own. So guys, please just talk it out to someone, and I don't want you to be stressed on your own. So you're not alone. So whoever are there that's going through mental trauma, mental issues because of XYZ personal reasons that you don't even want to talk to anyone, just try to talk it out. And if you can't, then just try your best to pray and believe that it's gonna be okay, because I tell you, it's gonna be okay. Just hold on to it. So that's about it. And mental health is a very big issue, and to talk about it, I cannot just assemble few words and just be like, okay, that's about it. I can never do that, because if you go on talking about it, there's just a lot of issues that comes under it that you can just keep on talking about it for even 24 hours and it'll still not get over. Once again, I would like to tell you that this video is gonna be super long, most probably. So just grab something to eat, post a video now, and just grab something to eat for yourself, because it's gonna be long. So the week went by, and I was okay, and I was like, okay, this is life, and life doesn't stop for anyone. So no matter what, we gotta keep on living, we gotta go on. So that's what I thought. So like I said, life goes on. Yes, I changed my position because I was not quite comfortable there, so I thought that this is more comfortable. So the week went by, and it was quite normal, like any other week. I thought like it was normal. I thought the week would end by normally, but it was not that normal as any other week, to be very honest and very transparent, because I felt like the week was taking a little bit too long to end by, maybe because I was stressed and stuff like that. So maybe that was the reason. Maybe I wasn't right in my head, so maybe that was the reason why the week was taking a bit longer than any other weeks. But finally it got over. So it was Sunday. So for me, my week starts at I think it's like that for everyone else, right? Sunday to Saturday, it's like 1 week. So it was Saturday, and then the next week was a fresh start. So I thought, like, come on, the week is over, and I'm not going to let that issue bother me anymore. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna get on with life. I'm gonna be stronger, because whatever happens, whatever negative things happen, it depends on you, how you face it, how you react to it. So you can always make something positive out of it. Like you can learn something from that, and you can make yourself bulletproof. That's what I would say, because I don't know, but bad things that happens to you makes you feel stronger, makes you become a stronger person. I don't know about the others, but that's what I feel, and that's what I have been through. And like I had to do a COVID test on Sunday. So yeah, so something like, it's a long story. So cutting the long story short, yes, I had to do a COVID test on Sunday. So I was quite certain that it's gonna be negative. So I went to an institute where, so I went to where the test was supposed to be done, and I got it tested, and I am COVID negative. So I was negative. I was COVID-19 negative. So I didn't have coronavirus, which I was certainly sure. So I was like, thank you, Jesus. Because obviously, no matter what, the glory and praise goes to him and him alone. So yes, I'm not trying to be like here like super religious or super holy here, but like no matter like my reason of existence and every successful thing that happens in my life, I just thank Jesus for it, because it's all because of him. Also, like I was like, okay, so it was Sunday and I did my test and it was negative, so I was pretty happy. But again, for like I think ever since Saturday, or like last week, ever since Saturday, like I was having some issue while I was peeing, and I was like I was having like, you know, I was having that feeling like when you hold your pee for a long time and then your lower abdomen hurts. Like I don't know if it happens, but it used to happen with me because I have the tendency to hold my pee for quite some time. I'm like too lazy to go and pee, so that's sad news for me. So I thought like maybe the pain will go away like any other times, because it has happened to me. So I thought like it's okay, maybe the pain will just, you know, disappear. So I actually yes, I didn't take it so seriously. I drank lots of water. I took cranberry juice for myself, but it was like this week planning to go for a test, or I mean like, for a checkup, but like I had an unbearable pain in my lower abdomen and then my lower back, and it was hurting a lot. I couldn't even sleep. Like I could lie down for some time, but I couldn't get a piece of sleep. Like my eyes were so sleepy. I was so sleepy, but because of the pain, it was like super hard for me to really sleep until yesterday. My lower back and my lower abdomen was hurting a lot. I couldn't even stand for long, or sit for long, or walk for long. I had to bend every time. Even if I walk now, I had to bend and walk because it was so painful, even after those medications. But thankful to the doctor again for the second medication that she suggested, which actually worked, and I believe the pain will not come back again. I finally decided that I should go to a gynecologist. So I went to a gynecologist. So I told her whatever reasons I had. So like she suggested me an ultrasound, and then some urine culture test, whatever it is. So like we did that, and then like the ultrasound results came out, and they diagnosed me with PCOD or PCOS. So for those who weren't aware, so a couple of people were asking me, what happened to you, like why, like are you sick, and what happened, what's sick, like, and some people funnily even thought that I had coronavirus positive. And there were people like even in my workplace, it seems they were talking about like, you know, I was diagnosed with coronavirus positive, and I felt so funny because they don't even know about it, and they were like talking about it. But never mind, people are people. They will be what they will be, as you know, let it be. So I wanted to like, yeah, so it was okay. So PCOS or PCOD is polycystic it's polycystic ovarian syndrome or polycystic ovarian disease. So I had that. So in the year 2018, I was actually diagnosed with an ovarian issue, and that was actually, I did not go to a gynecologist that time, but I actually went to a dermatologist because of my skin issues. So like, for your information, I had skin issues for a long time. It used to get okay, it used to start breaking out again. So the dermatologist, the derma doctor that I went to told me that I should get my whole thing checked up. So he did it, and then he told me that I had some ovarian related infection, and then I almost had a PCOD that time. Okay, so what happens in PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome or polycystic ovarian disease, is that you start to develop cysts in your ovary, and your ovary starts to get enlarged. It's something like that. So I almost had that, the doctor said, but the doctor said it was curable that time. Like, I don't know whether, like, and then he gave me like 6 months of medications. So I followed that religiously, and then I had change of diet as well, because there are a lot of things that I couldn't eat, and there were a lot of things that I had to control, and I had to do workout and stuff like that. So I joined the gym that time as well. I joined for I did for like few months, and then I don't know, I lost motivation or whatever, I left the gym. And even the doctor actually didn't quite, you know, educate me properly on the issue that I had, because he was a derma and he was more concerned about my skin treatments. So I actually spent a lot of money that time doing my skin treatments, like my chemical peelings and stuff like that. That's like another story now, which I don't want to just even think about it. So like so the thing about this ovarian thing is that it comes out again. So the doctor did not educate me that time, and I came to know it only this time. So it was, I almost had a PCOS. So the doctor should have told me that I should take proper care of it and I should continue to take care of it. So I fell back to how life was. I fell back to not working out again, which is bad why I did that. Water break. Like I said, this video is gonna be super long. So what originally PCOS or PCOD, polycystic ovarian syndrome or polycystic ovarian disease is? So it is a type of disease where your ovary starts to get enlarged and you start to develop cysts in the outer part of your ovary. And the thing about this, like why is it caused, how is it caused, there is actually no particular answer according to researchers. Like I did a research on this actually before making this video. So like for those who are not aware of it, let me tell you this. So it is because of environmental as well as hormonal or genetic, disorders, and because of your lifestyle disorder. So because of the food you eat as well. So I'm not much of a healthy person. So for once I actually stopped junk totally, but then like I started back to junk foods again. So when my family watches this video, they're gonna be super mad. But my family already knows how I love junk foods. Like I try my best to eat healthy, but then I don't know, I just go back to having junks. So I cannot do that anymore. And also one thing about PCOD, about this disease, is that there's no cure. There's actually no cure for this, but it is treatable. You can treat it, you can do proper treatment for this, but there is no cure so far. I'm not sad about it, but yeah, I have to be very particular about what I eat. I have to be working out religiously. I have to eat well. I have to, not like high intense workout, but I have to make sure that I work out every day. I have to make sure that I eat right every day, eat healthy, and that's about it. So the doctor suggested me a total lifestyle modification. That's like a total change in my lifestyle, from my morning routine to my night routine. So that's what I'm gonna follow, and that's the cause for my acne as well. So maybe that's the reason why skinkraft didn't work on my skin, or I don't know. But I believe that I would be treated well. And for those who doesn't know, the effects of PCOD is you gain a lot of weight, and then you have acne issues, and there are like many other reasons as well, but those are the most common ones. Those many other things that happens to you as well. So like no matter how much you try, you cannot lose weight when you are diagnosed with PCOD. But by the grace of God, like I know I have gained a lot, but I think it's not that bad right now. And I think so I have the hope, I have the faith. I'm so sorry, I don't have the hope, I have the faith. I believe that it's treatable. It's not curable, but it's treatable. So I can do like workouts every day. I can eat right food, and I can make sure that the PCOD doesn't go worse on me, because if it's not taken care well, then it'll go worse. And the thing about PCOD is that even after you're okay, even after so I have this 6 months of treatment. So I will be doing the 6 months of treatment religiously. I will eat right, I'll work out right, and if I fall back to the bad lifestyle again, then the PCOD has more chances to come back. So at this point I have no turning back point. Like I cannot turn back. So guys, those who girls, I always have the tendency to use this guys thing, so it's like general, okay? So don't think that I'm just talking to the guys. So the thing about it is that please start eating healthy, work out every day. Like don't be lazy like me, because whatever happened to me is because of my carelessness. It's because of the way that I've lived my life. So yeah, that's so I had this hormonal issue. I would not like, yeah, I had this genetic, I don't know whether I would say genetic or hormonal issue, but I had my periods fluctuating. So like every month it was never in a time, like it was like switching, and some months I wouldn't have it, and some months I would have it twice, some months I would have it less. I mean, like, it was very confusing. And that happened way back even in 2018 when I was having that ovarian issue thing, when I was having that ovarian thing. And then after the treatment and all, my periods started to normalize, and then it was quite okay, and I had a time for it, like it's either in the second week. But then, like, there are most of the girls, we make a routine, like, you know, for example, like that's 7 to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. For example, just say that 7 to 11 are my periods. So every month, girls, those who have this routine period cycle, they have it like from that particular date. But I never had that. And then, but then my periods were normal, so I thought it's nothing to be bothered about. But you know, it happened again, like even last month and last month, and even this month my periods weren't normal. It was like in, you know, it was very bad, like it was very imbalanced. I would say it was very imbalanced. So I always thought it was like hormonal imbalance issue, because my periods, it would come properly once, and then it would stop by in no time, and it will start again, and it won't come well. And even last month and this month it happened like that. So also that was one of the issue. And if guys, girls, okay, even if I say guys or girls, just if it's for you, just take it, okay? So there are girls, there are ladies out there, if you're having issue with your periods, like if it's not in time, or if you are, you know, delayed in your periods, or if it's like coming twice in a month, or if it's, you know, just not in the time, or if you miss periods, like please make sure you consult a gynecologist, because these issues are really sensitive. And if you don't take care of it at an early stage, you can even face a lot of, you know, bigger consequences later on, which will make you regret. So girls, don't ever take this for granted, because I did take it for granted once or twice. But when it got well again, I thought it was okay, but then again, like 2 months back, it wasn't good. So I didn't even think of, you know, taking help from a gynecologist or going for a doctor's appointment. And maybe that's the reason why it happened like this. The PCOD came out, maybe not, maybe it was bound to happen. But still, then, like, I would just like to tell you all ladies, like, please make sure that you get your periods checked. If it's not in time, just consult a doctor, because it will save you a lot of health, and it will save you a lot of time. It will save you a lot of money as well, because if you are at the early stage, and if the issue is not that bad, then obviously you don't need further treatments, and obviously it don't cost you a lot of money. So yes, that's all I wanted to let you ladies know, that, you know, take care of your feminine, I would say feminine hygiene, or your personal hygiene thing. Yes, kindly take care of it. And like, if you're not well, like, you should surely go and see a gynecologist. Don't wait for the next month. You don't be like, oh, let me check if it's gonna be okay next month, because that's what I did. And then, you know, so I just don't want you guys to I just don't want you ladies to be facing issues like that. So if you're having issues with your periods, if it's not how it's if your period cycle is not how it's supposed to be, then please go for a checkup to a gynecologist. That's not about it, actually. So what happened was that I did my ultrasound, and that day I had 2 urine tests, urine culture, they call it, something like that. And the test results was to be out later on. Like, I got 1 test result today. I have 1 coming tomorrow as well. So according to that, I have UTI as well. So I have urinary tract infection as well. That's what doctor says. So currently I have PCOD and UTI, and I have 2 more blood works to be done. So most probably I will do it on the 3rd week or the 4th week of this month. So I certainly believe that the blood works will not give out any more diseases, because I best believe that it's gonna be all good. God is with me. He's taking care of it. Everything will be taken care of. And I was healed by the stripes of Jesus Christ. That's what I believe. So I will like to thank each one of you who personally messaged me, Like, some asked me what actually happened, some want to know details, and there were so many of you who didn't even know what PCOD or PCOS is, so I have briefly explained it to you. You can find it more on Google. But like I said, yes, it is not a curable disease, which is actually sad thing as well as not sad, I don't know, but like, I'm like, okay. So there are a lot of changes that I have to do. Like the doctor said, like no smoking, no drinking alcohol, nothing. So I'm a very much of a wine person, red wine person. So I'm so sorry to know that even red wine is alcohol. So no, I cannot do it anymore. And like no rice. So being a Naga, rice is our roots. We eat rice every freaking day, and to live without it, it's like hard to imagine. But I always believe that I can at least have rice once a day, or maybe twice or thrice in a week. But yes, it's just my second day of the treatment thing. So far I did not touch even a single rice. I cannot have bread. Forget about butter. I cannot have bread alone. I cannot have anything that's made of maida. Maida is refined flour, and I cannot. There are so many things that I can't have. So there are literally many things that I can't have, but whatever things I can have are all healthy. So I can have roti, I can have the doctor said I can have poha, I can have oats, and olya, I can have salads, and also it's just that my lifestyle is gonna be a little bit strict again. Not again, because the last time when I did it, it was not so bad. Like I was quite okay, because that was the time when I left sugar, like, or any stuff that contains sugar. But still, then, like, it's not like I totally it's not like I totally banned sugar from my life, but it was like I rarely had sugar after the ovarian thing happened to me. I really wish that the doctor educated me a little bit well last time, but never mind. But never mind. I am still happy that it got diagnosed now. Like the doctor said, it's not so serious now. So like I am super happy. I'm super thankful to God that it got diagnosed at this early stage, because doctor said that it's a mild disease currently. So it could be even worse. It could have been even worse if I delayed the treatment, if I delayed my checkup. So I would update you, or most probably I would not update you, but let's see. I mean, like when my blood work thing comes out, but I believe that it's gonna be all fine, and I would be taking care of myself as I'm supposed to do. So that was a little bit update. Like last week was like super bad. I don't even wish that my enemy, like I don't really have an enemy, but if I have someone that I don't like, I don't even wish that he or she passes by such a week as hard as last week. And this week it's like better, but like, so because of the sickness that I got diagnosed with, it's a little bit sad, but I'm like okay, I'm trying my best to stay positive, and I will fight this fight. Also, 1 out of 10 women in India are usually diagnosed with PCOD or PCOS. It's a common thing among most women, but there must be most of you that aren't even aware of that such a thing exists. So girls, be careful of the junk food that you consume. It's like really damaging to your health. You can have it like once or twice in a week, but make sure you don't have it much. And right now I'm not having the pain in my lower back or my lower abdomen, so that's the reason why I made this video. Or else I was actually thinking to make this video yesterday itself, or even earlier than that, because I was thinking for a long time, but just because of my issues, my personal issues that I was going on, just of those few problems that I was facing, I couldn't do it. But I'm super happy that I'm all physically I am okay now. I feel okay, for even if it's for some time, I feel okay currently. But also, yes, do keep me in your prayers, and thank you so much for all the love that you have been showing. And that's all about this video. So guys, thank you so much for watching my video, and thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you so much for your love, support. I always have the tendency to do this. It's like namaste. Yes, thank you so much for your continuous support. So yes, do subscribe if you haven't done it yet. Do like my video, share my video. Once again, it's your very own Faith Limter signing off. Bye bye.